bottom. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, so let's get down to business.
Let's talk about something very, very important.
We wanted to talk about, what was it? General anxieties.
Anxiety and self-help.
And self-help. And so the question that we have in mind is self-help helpful or should...
Can't fit myself in that. So,
or should you seek professional help? Or help of someone else, for that matter. Like, is it better to just treat yourself by yourself? Or, you feel me?
you see, I think when it comes to any sort of anxiety or mental disorders, even doesn't matter if they're really extreme or just like your average, I don't know, anxiety. Everyone has a different way of handling it, and
maybe the self-help will work for you. Maybe it won't.
So basically, there's no answer. There's no yes or no answer to the question Tamara started with, and it is because we all are very, very different. So, me and Tamara both are pretty. I don't want to say pretty mentally ill, but like
we've
have
had panic attacks. So
panic attacks and
anxiety attacks.
Panic attacks, anxiety disorder, and panic disorder, whatever it is, maybe
and
less
so
or more
we've kind of like went through that,
and are still going through that, and still
And maybe we can share some tips, I guess, on how to survive that.
So for me, I've been sort of I'm not gonna say I've always been a little neurotic. I've always been neurotic, but I think for the past 5-6 months, it's been super extreme. While I am actually having like an anxiety disorder, hypochondria, when I'm always scared to die, and and I had panic attacks and all that.
So what we're saying is, when you have something like this, do not isolate yourself. Because as human beings, we're social beings. We need the social part of our life, like breathing, eating, or drinking water. Drinking water.
But we're saying this because most of the time, anxiety comes from overthinking. And when you're isolating yourself, you're overthinking.
You're more prone to overthinking.
Yeah, so like basically, and most of the time when people are having anxiety or depression, they're trying to isolate themselves. And that's the first thing they have to
not do. The first thing you do not do.
Yeah. So even if you are not very social in general, try to kind of keep in touch with your family, friends, whoever it is you're surrounded with. Usually,
talk to anyone.
Yeah, and just of course, feel comfortable. Don't talk to just a stranger and be like, "Oh, hi, I have a panic attack," and you kind of talk to me.
Not the creepy stranger.
No. Yeah, maybe there's a nice stranger. Hot, nice stranger. Nice stranger to talk to. I'm having an
anxiety attack.
And then,
so basically, talk. That's the first thing you should do.
But then again, don't because I think I know a lot of people who are kind of getting their, I don't want to say getting their popularity, becoming famous just because they talk so much about their mental health. Because I think that's why, I don't know. So people are weird sometimes, and they're lying about their mental health.
Oh, to get attention.
And I think that's not the thing to do.
Not cool.
And because, again, her cat is trying to, commit suicide or something.
No, she was trying to steal my shit.
But she opened it?
No, it was open.
Okay.
Anyways.
But, it's just a thing. It's, shit, I lost my point.
Okay, so anyways, we're just gonna say that if you're having a panic attack or you feel like you're having those disorder kind of things, you're panicking, you don't know what to do, and you start relying only on yourself, just let some of the weight off of your shoulders.
Yeah, and don't just don't feel obligated to let everyone know you're having a panic attack. If it's more comfortable for you to kind of just stop talking, it's okay. Just make sure the people around you are aware of that, and that they they're understanding and supportive.
Exactly. And if they're not supportive, I guess just move on to someone else, because eventually you will find someone who will help you out.
And you will find people who are going for the same thing, and it always makes you feel better.
Everyone,
like us,
yeah.
for example.
Everyone is very much aware of mental illness nowadays, I feel like.
Well,
So,
they are aware, but a lot of people just don't. People who are not suffering from mental illness or mental disorders are not very. They don't actually really trust people who
Well,
have it.
I'm just saying the odds of finding a person who will actually help you out are
Yes.
pretty high now
Yes.
than maybe they were like 10 years ago.
Yep. Yes.
So,
Yeah. So our main
Yeah.
advice is like think of the things that work for you. Find something to believe in, whatever it is.
safe place.
Safe
mental
place. I don't know, whatever it is, science, God, whoever it is. It's just like something that makes you feel comfortable and safe. Talk to people. Make sure people around you are supportive of who you are and understanding of what you're going through. And don't ever feel like you are.
Don't feel like you should take care of it yourself.
And don't feel like you're the only one. And don't feel like you're dying. Because most likely you're not. Because most of the time, well, go to the doctor if you feel like you're dying and make sure you're not. Because that's what it is.
Okay, we're just feeding into the...
Into the dying part, but yeah.
Just talk to someone.
Yep.
Let it out. Don't be constipated. Don't be emotionally constipated.
Yeah, no, don't isolate yourself from the world because the world is going through the same shit you're going through.
Okay. Bye.